Welcome to this week's video. This week, I don't figure out what's wrong with this. I don't get the Crown Vic started, but then I do get the Crown Vic started. I get this Volvo started. I get Leah's Kia started. I get the Outback started. And you might be asking yourself, why is that something to be proud of? I'll tell you why. The lows this week were about -5 in Spokane, and the highs were only like a few degrees each on some days.
We were predicted to get some snow last week, so I tried to capture a time lapse of it. However, every time it would snow, it would just melt immediately because the temperatures were too warm. In next week's video, we're predicted to get about, I think, 8 inches of snow. It's only predicted to stick around for a few days, though. Alright, we're putting this intro inside because it's -5 outside right now. I'm gonna go take the Crown Vic and grab a pizza. Kind of curious how well it'll start. Never given me any trouble before, but it is -5 Fahrenheit out. Alright, let me go freeze my tits off. It's so cold out that my mustache is freezing. See if it starts. Oh. The battery is dead. You'll grab a jump pack. The hood on this thing doesn't open very easy. And I mean, it doesn't open very easily when it's not frozen shut. Alright, jumper pack is hooked up. Jumper pack does not seem to be helping. It is not giving it any sort of juice. Oh, that sounded good. I think we got power now. And now we do not. Okay, we have power again. Oh, every time I crank it, it loses power. Alright, I'm gonna go steal the jump pack out of Leah's car and try and use that. I also gotta warm my hands, they are just too cold at the moment. I stole the jump pack out of Leah's car. It said it was fully charged, but I think because of the cold, it dropped to 3 bars real quick. Okay, that's all we get. Let's see what it does. Nothing. Note to self in the future, when it's gonna be this cold, keep your jump packs inside. Alright, let me go grab the keys for the Outback real quick. Alright, start right up. Atta girl. So I rarely let my cars warm up. Today I'm gonna make an exception. I'm gonna get these jumper packs on the charger and see if we can have a redemption arc tomorrow. It's been a minute, my hands have returned from being icicles, so maybe the Outback is warmed up a little bit by now. Head out, hop in, and yeah, I guess we'll grab that pizza. I'll probably be about 20 minutes late for it. This is more of something to do for entertainment than actually eating pizza. Oh yeah, it's a little warm in here. Not terribly though. Looks like we're at like 1 bar on the coolant. Oh, and our window's de-thawed a little bit. I think I'll sit here a little longer and let it go further. So Subaru says it's -2 outside. I think it's closer to like -5. Well, let's get on the move. I like this cold weather. I think I like the challenge. It's fun for me to overcome things such as cold temperatures or snow. I like being prepared for them, and I like that preparedness paying off. Obviously today in the Crown Vic, it did not. So like I mentioned, I will make sure to keep those battery jumpers inside. Aside from the preparedness I like about the snow is that it's obviously fun to slide in, and I can slide in it with my low horsepower cars like the Crown Vic and the Loyale and this and all that stuff. So I think it's a combination of enjoying being prepared, enjoying the challenge, and having fun with the snow. I also think I just like new experiences. Like, I haven't had to deal with this cold of weather, and usually we don't. This is extraordinarily cold for us, I believe. So it's something, you know, it's not the same old, it's different, and I like different. I like the variation of the seasons as well. I don't ever want to live in a place where it's the same all year round. I like that Spokane has very hot summers and very cold and snowy winters. Even when I used to live in Western Washington, it was just it rained and then it was pretty warm. It never got to these extreme temperatures that I enjoy dealing with. All right, we have finally made it to Domino's. Looks like there's no one else here, so I should just be able to grab it and get back. Hopefully the car starts. One pizza acquired. All right, I think we have time for a little bit of shenanigans on the way home without our pizza getting too cold. So where I am headed right now on the way back to my house is there's an area in the suburbs near me that hasn't really been developed yet. And so it's kind of just dirt and there's a few roads through it. And I take cars through there occasionally just for fun. Here is our turnoff. Nope, that's not our turnoff. Or is it? That is. They put up a no trespassing sign on my fun little road route. Well, that's a disappointment, and I just stalled it. And it restarted. That is a disappointment. I'll have to go see if the other entrance also says no trespassing. That's why I missed it though the first time. The signs were new. So this is the other entrance up here on the right. Let's see if they put up a sign here too. Oh yeah, there's a new sign. Well, that is the end of my fun over there, I guess. That's unfortunate. All right, let's get home and have some pizza. The local power company, Avista, has had an issue with a third-party pipeline for natural gas, and so that means that they've asked us to hold back on using natural gas. So my shop is heated with natural gas as well as my house. So as you can see, I'm bundled up right now in the house. I have it turned down a little bit, and I'm not gonna heat up the shop today because of that. So that's my excuse for not working on cars today, at least. All right, since I can't really work on cars today, since it's cold in here, I'm gonna make some coffee. This morning, I used the Aeropress. I'm really proud of this thing I printed. It mounts to the bottom of the counter. That's my grinder, my Aeropress, my stir stick, and my spoon. I'm using an Ethiopia blend from Happy Bugs Day. Well, I got the dishwasher loaded, but I can't run it because the hot water heater is also on natural gas. So gotta wait until that's resolved to run the dishes, I suppose. Anyway, so we've got here about 15 grams of coffee, pour in about 40 grams of water, and then I'm gonna give it a few stirs. I'm gonna wait 30 seconds. Now I'm just gonna top this thing off. A few more stirs. And then we're gonna wait until a minute 40. Yes, I've got an Ember mug. This was a gift from Leah, and it's my favorite kind of gift, the kind that I'm too cheap to buy for myself, but I do really enjoy having. All right. Just press slowly for a minute. That's one thing that's so nice about the Aeropress. The cleanup is just dead simple. Just rinse it off. All right, there's my cup. Now, with Leah's cup. There we go. 2 cups of coffee. So obviously the best solution to avoid using natural gas to heat up my house is to use Cyberpunk to heat up my house. I noticed there's frost forming on the inside. These windows have real good seals. It's 11:30. We're gonna go get lunch. I gotta go get the Crown Vic started because I want to take it. So I got the battery charged up and it's inside, so it should be warm. So I'm gonna go get ready to jump it, and then I'm gonna come back in, grab the battery, take it out, and then hopefully it'll start right up. That's the idea. All right, pop the hood. All right, gonna go grab the jump pack. I have got it already, so I should just have to hook it up. All right, should be good to go now. Oh, she was not eager about that. All right, I'm gonna leave this thing out here to warm up for a bit. Like I said, I usually don't let my cars warm up, but this is an exception. It's running good now. You still gotta defrost the window though. It is not thawed, so we're just gonna go back inside for a bit. All right, we're gonna try again to leave. And I think we're gonna leave this time whether the car's warm or not. Who's a thrifty Scotsman? Oh, I'm on low fuel. Oh, maybe we should go to Idaho first. Jeez, I'm on empty.
Oh my god.
We better go get fuel first. All right, ready to part with about 80 bucks of my money. Let's see if this thing starts.
Nope.
No dice. Okay, so it's dead again. We're gonna see if we can jump it. Treat me. This thing is a lifesaver. All right, finally, the thrifty Scotsman. Help me not miss it, please.
You already missed it.
I already missed it?
Sorry, that's why I looked down at my phone.
That doesn't make any sense. You look down at your phone to help me not help me? All right, we have made it. Classic Americana right here. All right, let's see if this thing will start. No dice. So we were gonna run a few more errands, but I don't want my jumper pack to die. So we're gonna take this thing home and then we might run some errands. Probably just need to get a new battery for it, but I'm gonna park it outside of the shop and I will see if it'll charge. Maybe I can dodge the Goldwing. Oh yeah, I think we're good. Oh, that's unfortunate. No! Well, that's not great, but it's okay. Let me show you what I just did to the poor Crown Vic. I was trying to pry the hood open because it really doesn't come open. I just kind of snapped the fiberglass up here. I don't think it'll really harm anything, but didn't mean to do that. Okay, yep, it's charging it, so we'll have to see if that repairs it or if it's just shot. So it's been a couple hours. We're gonna head back out to run some errands. It hasn't gone up from reds, so I'll have to see when I get home. All right, we're gonna see how the Kia starts real quick here. I don't think we've had any issues with it in the cold. It's just a little hesitant, as all the cars are. Yep, no problem, there it goes. A little weak to crank just because of the cold. I'm gonna see if the Volvo will start here. Oh, yeah, it started. Sounds pretty good, actually. I really wish we could drive this thing. It has heated seats. Been on this thing for, I believe, over 24 hours now. It's up to yellow, which almost makes me think that the battery was just dead, and that might have been the only issue. It has been parked for like a month or so now. I don't drive this thing unless I'm trying to have some fun, you know? I mean, we'll see if it gets up to that green bar there in the next day or so. According to my watch, it is about 2 degrees outside right now. However, I haven't turned on the heat yet because the Crown Vic's battery did get to fully charged, and I want to get this thing out of here and get the Volvo in here before I turn on the heat. I don't know if the battery's good or not. I kind of think it is and it just got dead. We'll have to see how that goes. Let's get this behemoth out of here. What the hell? That was kind of weird. My garage door had some trouble opening there. And it's making a weird noise. But it's open now. Oh yeah, started right up. Let's see. No cars back there as far as I know. Let's see, the Goldwing's kind of in the way, but I'm just going to pull it in like I had the Crown Vic and we're working on the rear end, so that should be fine. Let's just get it in here so I can get the heat turned on. Oh, there it goes. It didn't go the first crank. It was making some weird noises, but on the second one, here we go. And it should move. Oh, where's my heated seats at? Let's get that going. Oh, they're on. Perfect. Let's try and not hit the Goldwing. That should do it. Let's get that door closed and get the heat on. Some heat going in here. The weird noise is gone. So, while I wait for it to heat up in here, I'm not sure how in depth I went on what happened with the Avista thing. So Avista gets its natural gas, where I'm in Spokane, they get their natural gas from up in Canada. They had a mechanical failure with their pumps. Just yesterday, around 10 o'clock at night, they sent out a second email saying that the pumps had been restored, but they still asked us to go easy on the gas usage and the electrical usage. I would guess this is because the system had been strained, especially the electrical system, because people were using space heaters instead of gas heating, and so just they asked us to go easy on that for 12 hours, so I just turned off the heat for the night like I usually do. Anyway, so we did that, and then this morning it was back to normal. They sent us another email, we were allowed to heat it up to normal. And so over the past couple of days, they were the coldest days we've had in a long time, I think. Last year, I think the lows for the winter were around the 10 degrees, and this time it was obviously -5, so it was chilly. But anyways, today, heat up the shop again. All right, so here's our issue. This is not secured in here very good. See, it kind of just pops off. And what I'm thinking is that once this pops off, the wind will catch it and it'll just pull the whole bumper off. Obviously, that would be not preferable. And so what I'm thinking is possibly just drilling like some holes in this plastic here that is held on good and just running a zip tie like that and then doing the same up here through this. I'm hoping it won't be too obvious because it does need to pass the visual inspection. I do have a little buffer now. I should just run a buffer over here and make this look a little nicer. We'll see how ambitious I am tonight, but this thing is staying in here tonight. So if I don't do it tonight, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, wait a second. Here, look at this. See this section here? There's a little lip there you can go behind. And this has the other version of that. So that could be one of my problems, is that this is not going behind this. Okay, so now that's not going anywhere. I'm definitely still gonna put a few zip ties in here just in case, but I'm much more confident in that. Let me give you the grand tour. So on this side, as I showed you earlier, I got it installed correctly here, and so we put a zip tie here and a zip tie up here, and then finally another zip tie down here to hold it in. And then to hold the parking sensors in, we have a zip tie right here, and then on this side I put in more because part of the tabs were broken. So we've got one zip tie up here, one zip tie right here, one zip tie right there, one zip tie right there, and then finally one down here just like on the other side to hold it in at the bottom. And from like even this far, you can hardly even see them. So I'm pretty pleased with that. It's not too bad. I think I will take a crack at getting some of this stuff taken care of real quick. All right, so my setup's pretty simple. I have this cutting wheel, a cutting compound. I'm not too worried about how this goes, as I can't really make it too much worse. Famous last words. An interesting but not completely unexpected side effect is that now the metal parts are very shiny. Well, that was actually pretty productive. The zip ties on the bumper went really well, and that went, I think, about as well as could be expected. That's all I've got this week. Thanks so much for watching.